listen to my answer. Even if he tries to explain it to me, I am lost. But this is the truth. Horizontal and vertical. What are you talking about?
We resume our business. We continue with Her Honor the Vice President's question time. The Honorable Member for Lufubu.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. I honor the Vice President. We've seen the politics in Zambia. There are rumors peddled out there that your government, our government, is planning to amend the Constitution to remove 50+1 and to extend the term of office from 5 to 7 years. Would you, I honor the Vice President, confirm if that indeed is true? Thank you, Madam Speaker.
I honor the Vice President.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and I would like to thank the Honourable Member for Lufubu for that very important question. I call it important because it gives us an opportunity to once again state our position, the position of this government in this august house, so that issues of this nature can be put to rest. This government has no intention, no plan. It is not in our discussion to say that we want to change the status quo on these matters in the Constitution. The 50%+1, madam, that's not in our plan. Not even to extend the 5 years to 7. That is not there. Honorable Member, it is unfortunate that, like you have stated, it is being peddled. But let me state this, colleagues, that I think social media is full of many things. But the third part is when leaders can join in the peddling. That is when social media is full of things and we can be misled. But a leader, for example, a former leader, a former president also made a statement to this effect, that this government, colleagues, let us face it, it was in diggers. I wished I knew that question would come because, madam, it was headline. Sorry, but I'm answering the question. So that was put in, I think it was in diggers. It was. Colleagues, the office of the former president is too important for such peddling. It should not be. We should, the Zambians decided on the 50%+1. And all the Constitution Review Commission's recommendations that we have seen, no one has recommended 7 years. So where are we getting these things from? Is that the way, Honorable Member, for where, this one? For Cinda. Where is this coming from? Mayor politics? That is not correct. We are all Zambians. We have to keep Zambia stable. The review, or indeed the amendment to the Constitution, is something that everybody has agreed on. that the 2016 Constitution has many lacunas, as the lawyers would say, has many gaps that we need to clean up. And this government has said we will go through it, not necessarily going the commission way, because there are many recommendations already in the commissions that have been done, whether it's in Vunga, whether it is Mwanakatwe, whether it is Mungomba. Recommendations have been made. So what this government has stated, madam, on the issue of constitution amendment is that we will go that way, except there are many issues where consensus can be built, non-contentious issues. And I think even the opposition in this house, madam, have had the opportunity to draw out non-contentious issues that we all need to look at. Some of them, including by-elections, do we want to continue in the manner? It's up to us. Do we want to continue in the manner that by-elections go on? We should be able to find another electoral system that does not, gobble so much of national resource just to do by-elections. It's up to us. This is the thinking from our side, that there is something we can do in the electoral processes, in the electoral system, to reduce on that. If we all agree, and we will not bring things without you agreeing. We don't need a dialogue. What was that? The dialogue where there were even threats of arrest. No! We need consensus here. The issue that members of parliament, for example, should go back to the councils, is that something we can quarrel about? Let us all work on such issues. There are many issues that we can all agree on. Instead of wasting time trying to politic on what this government is not planning. Is that overwhelming? Are Zambians saying that? If it is a proposal, for example, from the former president, let him say, I am proposing. Yeah. Because it is not in our camp. It is not there. If it's a proposal, let us get the rationale. If it is a proposal to go 7 years, let us get the rationale. Otherwise, we have not seen it in any of the recommendations, because we have said we don't have to go the commission way to start getting new things. Much work has been done. Colleagues, can this be put to rest? This government has no intention. In fact, there are so many lacunas, Madam Speaker, that the president can use in the Constitution to stay longer. But we don't want that. Those are the things you should be closing up to ensure we have a law that leaves sanity in our country, predictable systems, and where everybody is free to participate. No 50% plus one to be abolished, no way. I think the former president, I don't know how we can excuse him. I am saying we are people with forgiving hearts. We forgive. But if it's a proposal, let him propose. Zambians will debate it, not us. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The Honorable Member for Dudumwezi.
Madam Speaker, thank you very much. Your Honor, the Vice President, the people of Zambia are very excited, especially those from Dundumwezi. And they've asked me a question to ask the Minister of Finance and the Minister of Local Government through your office. I sat here from 2011 to 2021. We only received the CDF 4 times. And the 5th time, Your Honor, was a half, 700,000 kwacha. And from 2022, New Dawn government has continued increasing.
Honorable Member, if you can ask your question, we only have 6 minutes. We have so many people who have indicated. Please summarize.
Much obliged, Madam Speaker. Continued increasing, and we hear even next year the government intends to increase. And they are asking, have you interrogated or investigated why the previous regime failed to release this money, which is a constitutional matter? I thank you, Madam Speaker.
Honor the Vice President.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and I would like to thank the Honourable Member for Dundumwezi, who gives a lot of background to the CDF story, which has grown from where it started. If I remember correctly, is there anybody here? It was actually about 400. Then it moved and moved until it got stuck at 1.6. But I guess I believe the question the Honourable Member, Madam Speaker, is asking is, why did the government, the previous government of the PF, fail to release the full amount, since this is a constitutional matter? Yeah, very difficult to answer. But I'll tell you, it is a lot of physical indiscipline. Physical indiscipline. Colleagues, it's not easy to follow through the budget, but it is important. This government, I think you have seen, this government under President Edgar Lungu and our able minister has tried, even though the figures have grown. I remember here the first time it came in the budget 2022 that it will be 25 million point, was it straight 25? I could see, just like free education, honorable members, Madam Speaker, if you remember here, these are the two things I remember when our colleagues on your left said, hey, you will not manage. When we said we'll give you free education, they started asking, Madam, in 2021, where is the free education? My child is going to school, you haven't paid. 2021. We had to stand here and say, colleagues, this is your budget. Because we were still executing the PF budget. When CDF was introduced, there was a lot of misgivings from the other side. Yeah, are you going to manage? Hey, now, it is not only managing the 1.6 that was found, it is managing 30 plus. And now the president has said it will even increase. I think failure to do that is failure because this issue of CDF, Madam, was found under another regime. I think it is failure to appreciate the purpose, the rationale, and what it would do in the community. But now, everybody does appreciate, Madam, what CDF is doing. From central government, even as we are centralizing, devolving, we also need money right where it is needed. Any member of parliament here, that's why we are saying, surely in the constitution, why can't we go back to the councils? So that every member of parliament here, using the resources correctly, will go in and make promises from there. So we will continue to release this money. It is a great program for this government, and Zambia will develop to a point of equitability instead of money remaining with certain areas or in certain towns, but everywhere. Everybody can construct a school, a clinic, water, and so on. So the failure, sir, was lack of physical discipline. That is the reason they failed. Maybe they have another reason, but this is what I'm thinking about. And also failure to realize the goodness, the rationale for having CDF. They had other priorities that may not have helped the Zambian people as much. Thank you, Madam.
Thank you. The Honorable Member for Chadiza.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Your Honor, the Vice President, today I'll ask you a very technical question considering the fact that we have a senior engineer fellow of the Engineering Institute of Zambia right seated next to you, and I know you provide solutions to this question. Your Honor, the Vice President, in engineering guidelines, you are not allowed to allow a road to curve both vertically and horizontally at the same time. Now, we have two sections on the Great East Road where such has been exhibited. And I've noticed as well that such also exists on the Chirundi Road, and such as well exists on the Mbala to Mpurungu Road. Your Honor, the Vice President, I want to find out what your government's intentions, what intentions you have as government, because these sections are killing innocent people. Because when such has been exhibited, as engineers, we take it that there are design and construction errors. Now, I want to find out from you, Your Honor, the Vice President, as a government, do you have any plans to provide short-term or rather immediate solutions which would see to it that such design or construction errors stop killing innocent road users? Madam Speaker, I thank you.
Her Honor, the Vice President.
Madam, thank you very much, and I would like to thank the Honorable Member for Chadiza. These are issues, Madam, even if he tries to...
Let's listen to the answer.
Hey, listen to my answer. Even if he tries to explain it to me, I am lost. But this is the truth. Horizontal and vertical. What are you talking about? Madam, and he even said he can have answers. And he says horizontal and vertical are killing people. What are those horizontal and vertical? Indeed, it is a call. That is all I pick, Madam. It's a call upon engineers that the work that they are doing must be credible work, must be acceptable to engineering. But to talk of horizontal in Mbala and the Great East, I can't see. Everything is flat to me. But the intention, or indeed the plan, must be there. If government, if you, the engineer, you have seen, and he must have seen, we must rectify those and must not be allowed. But I can't explain those things. Too technical. You even said that. Why are you asking me technical? Thank you.
Thank you very much. The Honorable Member for Chadiza can engage another engineer, the Honorable Minister of Infrastructure, Senior Engineer. Your Honor, you were not alone. Even me, I was confused. I didn't understand. So there is an indication. Oh, that concludes Her Honor, the Vice President's question time. There is an indication from the Honorable Member for Chama South for a point of order.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I will refer to our Standing Orders 71. I know we are supposed to raise points of order contemporaneously, but during the Honor the Vice President question time, we are not allowed to raise points of order. My point of order is the Honorable Member for Dundu Mwenze. During our Honor the Vice President question time, he asked and gave information that in the recent past, or during the term of the Patriotic Front, he had received CDF 4 times. When I was here, Madam Speaker, I was here as a Member of Parliament, and I'm telling my people that we only received CDF twice, and not 4 times. The first CDF we had received was 700,000 kwacha, and we were told that it was a carryover from the past. Then thereafter, we received the 1.6 million in installments. 500. This is the information that I'm telling the people of Chama South. Is he in order to mislead this house, himself and the people there that we received CDF 4 times when we had received CDF twice? And in installments. I seek your serious ruling, Madam Speaker.
Order. I don't know whether the honorable member for Ndudumwezi was thinking about now or thinking about the past in terms of... But what has happened in the past, honorable members, we can only make good by doing good things in the future. So whatever injustice you suffered, honorable members, please don't worry. Justice will be done in due course. Right now, honorable members are getting equal CDF. So, and also the FISIP you are getting, is it 6 bags? And so that is in the past. Let's be forward looking.